Well, good day and welcome to our channel. Well, it's been another busy week. We've got a house build starting in Zapote. Arthur and Ethan are going to live there. We're just building the first story at the moment. The materials arrived there last Tuesday, I think. They sent us pictures. I'm hoping to maybe pop over to Zapote and have a look, see how the build's going. I've got a little mini build happening here. I've got to build a ramp for the new e-bike. We bought ourselves an e-bike just for putting around the local area here. Mainly to carry the shopping. It looks, it's not your stereotypical e-bike. It doesn't look like an e-bike. It looks like a scooter. So that's what's been happening this week. Mercy's been working. She had a 2-night webinar for her boss. Boss is in America, so she has to work to American time, so that's overnight for Mercy. We had our boosters last Friday week, 21st. I didn't get sick. They were 2 days later and my arm was sore, but 2 days later, like somebody had punched me. Mercy, on the other hand, she got very sick, very, very sick. Yeah. She couldn't get out of bed one day. But she's all better now. I've applied for my NBI clearance. And I can't go for that until March the 11th. That was the first available appointment. Still got a bit of a sore throat, losing my voice. So bear with me. That's all right. I got coffee. They've been doing some drainage work next door to us, because every time it rains, the drains block up and the water just flows into their house, which is not good because it's not just rainwater. It's all sorts of crap. So they've been digging out the drains, put in new drains, and they've rented out the front half of their home, because it's basically split in two like a lot of homes here. This home is half of a big one. And there's going to be a pizza shop there. And they make pizzas. Just a mum and pop store. But they make pizzas. Not one of your big chains, of course. So that'll be interesting. We'll have to test run one of their pizzas. Yes, so as I was saying, we're starting a build in Zapote, and it's just your typical Filipino build. It's just hollow block, cement columns and beams. We're going to do it to the first floor, finished with a cement beam and slab roof, ready for the second floor when we can afford that. And Arthur and Ethan are going to go and live there, because if we don't do something with that block, we will lose it, because there was a fire there and the family home was burnt down, and I don't know the ins and outs of it, how it all works, but they were allotted spaces, all the families that lived there that lost homes. And Mercy's father, he was allotted 2 spaces, and one of them is being used by Mercy's cousin, Ray. That's a car park at the moment, where he parks his car. built some walls so that we wouldn't lose it. The power's connected. There's sewerage in. There's a concrete slab floor. Um, the sewerage is in the second. The septic, I should say, is in the second block. They're next to each other. So, so we have to make it look like we're building. Otherwise, we have to hand back that lot. So, and then it goes to somebody else because there's a waiting list. Yeah, so that's starting. The materials arrived. We got sent photos of the truck delivering the concrete and the blocks. So hopefully we'll be able to go next week. Mercy's work allowing, of course, and have a bit of a bo peep. See what's happening there. I'm just sitting here. I got up at 4:15 this morning. It's now 5:46, and I'm just waiting for the dawn, and I'll go for my morning walk around the neighbourhood. See all the usual truck drivers, and, so on and so forth. Store owners say good morning, and they still got the checkpoint there, just down the main road here. Not that they appear to be doing anything. They sort of sit around and play games or text on their phones, which I didn't think they were allowed to do. But anyway, who am I to judge? If I could get paid to sit around and just text and play games, guess I would too. I've never been checked or asked for my vaccination certificate while walking, but one day, not last week, week before, we went to Alabang and we were in a grab car and the car was stopped. And the driver had to produce his vaccination card. We had to produce ours in the back seat. So they are doing something, I guess. Admittedly, that was early in the morning. It was about 9 o'clock. And I think they're there 24/7. So it'd be 3 8-hour shifts. It would be quite boring sitting there playing games. Not my cup of tea, but anyway. So I've owned this e-bike for about a week now. Almost a week. We got it on last Tuesday, I believe. I've done about 73 kilometres. There was a couple of kilometres on it when I got it. But it took 2 weeks to get because there was only one available. And it was in San Pedro. Mercy's cousin Ray reckons that once they start building this place in Zaporte, it will only take about a week and a half. I don't know. I guess so. We shall see. The neighbourhood is starting to wake up now. A few vehicles going past. People walking, dogs barking. Our dog's asleep. He was a bad boy last night. We've taken to having to, at night time, when we all go to bed, tie him up. Because he likes to chew shoes. Now, interestingly, he hasn't chewed any of my shoes yet, and I leave them out here, my slippers, thongs. That's thongs for you Aussies watching. They're called slippers here. I leave them outside, and he's never touched them. But he has chewed everybody else's shoes and slippers. Everybody's. Ethan bought himself a new pair of slippers yesterday because Moon had chewed away half of his old pair. And guess what Moon did last night? Started chewing the new pair of slippers. Arthur was awake, Mercy's brother, and he said, I let him off for 2 minutes just to, play with him and whatnot. Straight away, straight into the slippers. And yet he can sit here all day and not touch them. I guess he gets bored at night if there's nobody up. And the good thing is, because Mercy and Arthur's boss is American, Mercy works during the day, Filipino time, usually, and Arthur does night shift, sticking to American time. So there's usually somebody up with him. But obviously he gets bored. So hopefully he'll grow out of that habit. But as I said, it's really strange. He's never touched my shoes. Is it because I'm the one who feeds him? Don't bite the hand that feeds you? Who knows? He'd be in big trouble if he did chew my slippers, because they're fucking hard to get here. Size 14 slippers. That's 14 US. I have to remember to talk US here. 14 US, 13 in Australia. 12 and a half, 13. So, the pair I've got now just fit me. They're size 12 Australian or UK. And they're exactly the same size as my foot. So, no room to grow. So it's just beginning to get light outside. I can just see the silhouette of the trees. I wonder what today will bring. What sort of weather we're going to have today. I do have a weather app on the phone, but I never look at it. I prefer to look outside. Yeah, it's like most things, most weather apps. The only time they were ever accurate was when I was living in a big city in Australia. I guess it would be accurate if you lived in Manila or, one of the bigger cities, Angeles City or something like that in the Philippines. But here in the province, the nearest weather forecast it gives is Silang, which is about 15 kilometres southeast of here. And 15 kilometres is a long way weather-wise. It often tells me that it's raining, and it's not. So I don't bother looking now. Mainly just to see the temperature if I do look, because it's usually pretty close. So I shall get ready for my walk. It's almost light enough. Mercy doesn't like me to leave before it gets really light. She says, "Oh, it's too dangerous out there." I guess so. I don't know. I don't carry anything with me when I walk, apart from a towel and the key to get back in. And she says, "Yeah, but they don't know that." I said, "Well, they'll soon find out." No, but I'm not worried. I've never ever worried about my safety or anything like that. It's just common sense. You don't put yourself in a position where your safety is at risk. It's common sense. Like I don't go walking down, dark little alleyways early in the morning. I stick to like this road here is we live on. It's quite busy. Don't know whether you can hear the motorcycles going past right now. It's 6 a.m. People going to church, I guess, coming back from church. The main road is quite busy. Yeah, I stick to the busy areas. But she says, "Oh, people have been mugged and, attacked on the busy roads." Yeah, but it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Who the hell would walk around at 2 o'clock in the morning? Not me. No, I wait till daylight. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I talk to a lot of the people. Good morning, how you going? G'day, etc., etc. And they all know me. I don't go the same way 2 days in a row. I alternate where I go. Got about 5 different ways that I can go. just pick randomly when I step outside the gate, which way am I going to go, left, right, or round the corner. That's how I pick. I think to myself, which way did I go yesterday? Okay, I'll go a different way today. I always end up covering the same ground, but at different times. So, Mercy's saying, they could say, he goes past here at 6:15 every morning on his own. Well, the next day I might not go past till 6:05 or 6:30. So I'm not worried. So I shall leave it with you. I'll go and put my shoes on, have a drink of water, and get ready to go. Catch you all next time. Uru.